So the Indiana Fever have just dominated the Brazilian national team. Like, genuinely just dominated against the Brazil team to an extent where it was embarrassing.
Have you noticed the scoreboard? When Chicago played the same Brazil team, they only won by 24 points. This was Caitlin Clark's return to her college arena, where 14,000 yelling fans created an atmosphere akin to an NFL game day, with tailgating outside and deafening roars inside as the Indiana Fever completely destroyed Brazil 108-44 in a blowout that sent shockwaves across the WNBA.
This is the line. This is Scott Agnes. He put pictures up. This is the line from outside the arena to get in for this game.
An average of $670 per ticket was paid by the audience, demonstrating their dedication to the event and what many consider to be the start of a championship run for the team.
Well, it's about over in Iowa City at the Carver Hawkeye Arena. The Fever and Brazil, well, it's 108-44 as we speak.
Let's examine what made this victory so noteworthy. The Fever took control in the first few minutes with an 18-2 run that set the tone. Kelsey Mitchell was unstoppable, scoring 17 points in a short amount of time. Her movement was precise, her shooting touch was flawless, and the defense was unable to stop her.
It's been a show. Kelsey Mitchell, 17 points. Caitlin Clark, 16 points. And it's been an all-around solid performance. I got to tell you, Michaela Timpson, the Indiana Fever's got something there. They've got something there. Sophie Cunningham, 6 points. Natasha Howard, 10. Aaliyah Boston, 11.
Caitlin Clark added 16 points of her own to this offensive assault, demonstrating why she was selected first in the first place. Her three-point shooting was superb, and the same lethal accuracy that made her a college great is translating flawlessly to professional level.
Looking possessions of the day for Brazil. Here's Clark. Wow! You bet! From beyond the logo! And a little point out. I mean, come on.
The team chemistry appeared entirely different from what we had previously witnessed. They moved the ball like a well-oiled machine, finding each other in ideal positions to make the extra pass that created wide-open looks. Their rhythm and confidence gave the impression that they had been playing together for years rather than weeks.
Colson right here, what can only be described as just an absolute sick pass.
Here's Howard running with Colson. Oh, Colson! Some trickery behind the back. Running with Colson. Oh, Colson!
It was.
Brazil never had a respite. Every time they felt they might score a few goals, the Fever struck with another scoring burst. The defense was stifling, the offense was unstoppable, and the outcome was always certain.
Oh man, the vibes are immaculate in this team. I have to say, the vibes are absolutely immaculate.
The Fever sent a strong message to the rest of the WNBA that they are a different team and that they are coming for everyone this season. The scary thing for the rest of the league is that if they are playing like this in the preseason, just think of what would happen when the games really count. I mean, that's exactly what we witnessed outside Carver Hawkeye Arena in Iowa. Fans tailgating for a women's basketball exhibition game, like it's the Super Bowl. The atmosphere was electric with excitement as grills sizzled, music played, and fans dressed in Iowa colors mixed in the parking lot. This was a momentous occasion that altered the perception of women's basketball.
People were, and Caitlin Clark pointed this out in an interview with Holly Rowe, people were tailgating out there like it was the NFL to get in to this arena.
That's correct. Before the game even began, fans waited in long lines to get Clark's autograph. The crowd gathered outside the arena wall, and even those without tickets came to be a part of the atmosphere, which is unusual for women's basketball and uncommon for most sports in general, but Caitlin Clark breaks down barriers.
This is Caitlin Clark signing autographs ahead of today's game. As you can imagine, it was a madhouse.
Don't play, please, don't play.
And in case you did not notice, that was in fact, and that did in fact look like a full house there, folks. It did. How about Caitlin Clark coming on the...
This was pure passion from people who paid serious money to be there, with fans paying an average of $670 per ticket for an exhibition game that technically doesn't even count. And then, when she finally stepped onto that court, the excitement that had been building outside turned into a thunderous welcome as those 14,000 fans finally let loose like a volcano. The noise was so loud you could feel it vibrating in your chest.
Unbelievable response from those fans.
What we saw was a transformation in women's basketball, akin to seeing a calm stream abruptly turn into a raging river. 14,000 people were generating an NFL-style environment, complete with tailgate goods lines and unceasing excitement. Take a look at this audience.
Like Chloe Peterson put this up, that is a sold-out arena. 14,998 people, that's all it could hold. They all showed up in Caitlin Clark's college arena.
The Caitlin Clark effect is transforming what attending a women's basketball game feels like. It's attracting new fans, creating memorable moments, and demonstrating what's possible. When a star connects with people the way Clark does, this was a glimpse into women's sports potential future. And based on what we saw at Carver Hawkeye Arena, that future burns incredibly bright.
She was so hyped playing that game.
Cece, one word to describe today.
Only one word. Unreal.
Unreal, lads. Unreal. Unreal was the word that she used to describe it.
While everyone's attention was focused on Caitlin Clark, did you notice what the other members of the Fever squad were doing? This game demonstrated how dangerous the entire Fever roster has become. It wasn't just a one-woman show. It was a full-on team dominance that should have the rest of the WNBA concerned.
Three-point shot from literally exactly where she broke the record from. Like, this is not normal. That's not normal.
There's much more going on here than just Clark's popularity, despite what you may think. Kelsey Mitchell quietly gave up 17 points against Brazil, suggesting that she could be Clark's ideal scoring partner.
Pursues it. Another chance here for Indiana. Here's Mitchell. Wiggling and coming it in.
In the end, it was a stunning team effort where everyone did their part to shine. Mitchell's scoring touch was on full show, finding open areas, making her own shots, and finishing with confidence. Her ability to relieve Clark of scoring pressure makes this combo extremely difficult to defend.
Natasha Howard, I thought was fine. She ran the floor well, scored a bit of defense. Didn't really matter. Tawana Bonner only played 12 minutes. She barely played in the second half. And Kelsey Mitchell was hitting her shots.
This is where things started to become really intriguing. Lexi. Hull finished with 9 points after making 3 three-pointers. Hull wasn't merely making shots. She was also making a strong statement to opponents who might double-team in the future. At your own risk, Clark. Hull's shooting provides the ideal space for this offensive function, and when defenses give up on Clark's drives or send additional defenders away, Hull is prepared to make them pay from the perimeter.
3 for 6, but she started out 3 for 3, and she ended up scoring 9 points in the game. But this team...
Did you witness Sydney Carlson's incredible behind-the-back pass that had fans jumping out of their seats? It wasn't just showy. It demonstrated the team's newly discovered creativity and confidence. Carlson's playmaking gives this team another dimension and gives them a degree of unpredictability that will keep defenses guessing throughout the season.
Indiana. Here's Howard running with Colson. Oh, Colson! Some trickery behind the back. Caitlin Clark, a big...
Beyond just offense, the Fever's defense looked entirely different from what we saw the previous season. They displayed grit and toughness that was lacking before they were being bullied by Brazil. Instead, They were the aggressors from beginning to end. Quick rotations, active hands, communication, and all the defensive fundamentals clicked. When a team can combine a strong defense with an outstanding offense, they become genuinely dangerous.
I want to be fair. It was an unbelievable game to watch on television. It looked great. The crowd was into it. It was fired up. Social media was fired up during the game. I mean, we're getting a glimpse. We got a glimpse today of what this team could look like.
Playing, to be honest, was an incredible game to watch on TV. It looked fantastic. The audience was engaged, and social media was buzzing throughout the game. We're catching a peek. We got a preview of this team potential today, and social media was ablaze with talk about how well they got along and how joyful everyone looked while playing together. The smiles, the festivities, and the way the players sought each other out after big plays all suggested that something unique was happening in Indiana. Normally, it takes years to develop this level of team cohesion, but the Fever have managed to do so in just a few weeks.
Look like, again, not against the WNBA team, I get it, but there was some flow to this game. There was some rhythm to this game. There was good ball movement.
Now, you may be wondering if this is a one-off event, but everything about this performance points to something more significant. The creative playmaking, defensive vigor, and balanced scoring are all long-term components that translate into consistent season success. What we're witnessing is a full team shift, not just a Caitlin Clark show. Although Clark may be the driving force, the squad as a whole is improving around her. No one anticipated this degree of unity from a group that included new players and a rookie centerpiece so rapidly.
I mean, absolute dominance down the line from the Indiana Fever.
Can you believe how quickly the Indiana Fever have gone from being a league afterthought to becoming a must-watch basketball team? They are more than just Caitlin Clark and her buddies. They are a well-rounded squad with a variety of weapons that might emerge as a serious contender for the championship sooner than anyone anticipated. Hull's shooting and Mitchell's scoring with Carlson's playmaking and newly discovered defensive identity. The club appears ready to make a significant impact this season.
Luana Bonner threw in 7. Caitlin Clark, folks, she had a plus 42.
The rest of the WNBA had best pay attention, because what we witnessed versus Brazil wasn't simply a fortunate night. Rather, it was the introduction of a fully changed squad that has the components to take on anyone. What's even more frightening for opponents is that this team is only getting started.
We want to compete. We want to be our best. We want to compete at a high level. We've got edgy players. We've got competitive players. And I guarantee you it doesn't matter if we're playing cards or if we're playing basketball. They want to win. And they want to do what it takes to win and position themselves to win. So I love that about this group. It means that we don't waste time in practice. They don't waste reps. They don't waste moments we have to get better. And it really is a joy to coach.
They were amazing. Caitlin Clark said to the Iowa crowd during her post-game interview, with the cheers of 14,000 fans still reverberating through Carver Haykai Arena. I mean, they always exceeded, she said, adding, I'm just really thankful to be back here and feel all the love in this place. Her words were full of sincere thanks and amazement. The connection between Clark and the Iowa supporters remained as strong and unbreakable as ever.
Well, Caitlin, how did this crowd, this moment, this environment meet your expectations today?
I mean, they were amazing. Really thankful to be able to come back here and play, man. I'm glad to get
It was a little bit
run to start the game, so just thankful.
It is so loud.
Continue to show up. How important was it for you to showcase this?
The crowd is so loud. Oh my god. The crowd is so loud.
Your Indiana Fever team.
And she swarms.
This is special.
As Clark was talking, her teammates literally flocked to her during the interview, jumping around, smiling, and completely engrossed in the moment. Have you ever seen a team look this happy together in the middle of preseason? This wasn't forced chemistry for the cameras. It was pure joy. What follows demonstrates why this Fever team might be special.
I'm just thankful I could bring them all here.
Oh man, the vibes are immaculate.